you guys still hear me and see that? Can you see my counter running? Gibby, you see my counter running?
No.
No? How about now? Now I'm back? Okay. Well, that sucks. Alrighty, so I didn't pick a very good spot to put my vertex there, but this is supposed to be, I realize it's not a great drawing this time, this is supposed to be a what? Anybody know what shape that would be called?
Hexagonal prism.
Oh, wow.
Pyramid.
Nice job. A pyramid this time, right? So it's a hexagonal or hexagonal pyramid, right? So this would be hexagonal pyramid. And half the battle is knowing that, because if I know that, I already know what I've got to have right here. So a pyramid, the volume for a pyramid is going to be V equals 1/3 big B times H. Now I got to go back and remember from the bottom of this what big B is. Anybody remember what big B was? Nobody?
The base.
Okay, big B is the area of the base. And do you remember what the formula for that was? Nope, big B is 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. Okay? So, when they give you a shape like this, they're going to do a couple of things. One is, they're going to have to give you the height, and they'll usually do that. They'll usually put the center down, and then they'll give you the height through the center, and then they will give you this, like that, and they'll have, this will be a right angle, and that makes this my what? What is that line representing?
The apothem.
Yeah, that's my apothem. In this case, let's make that 7 inches, right? And then that is going to be my what?
Height.
That's my height. That's my height. Yeah, that's not how you spell height. How do you spell height? H-E-I-G-T-H maybe? Anybody? Yeah? H-E-I-G-G-H-T. Height like that. Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll say that my height, if that's 12 inches, let's make this 9 inches. Okay? Alrighty, now, bless you. Okay, so, this is what we got. I'm going to have volume equals, I've got my 1/3. Now, big B, though, is this, right? Big B is this down here. So, it really has, I've got 1/3, and then I've got 1/2 little a, big P, and then I'm going to times that by my height, right? See how I'm simply taking this and substituting it in for that? Does that make any sense? Okay, so I'm going to go 1/3, right, times 1/2, correct, times my apothem, which is what? 7 inches, times my perimeter. Huh. Anybody see a problem with that? Yeah, did I give you the length of a side?
No.
I didn't. So let's say that this is, let's make this 8 inches. That's my side. So what's my perimeter going to be here? So I'm going to go 64 inches, right? So that's 8 inches times 6 sides gives me 64 inches for my perimeter, right?
48.
What?
48.
Oh, yeah. What did I do?
64.
Yeah, but what did I do?
You squared it.
Yeah, I went 8 times 8 instead of 8 times 6. Thank you. Okay. So we'll make that 48. So 48 inches, so I got 48 inches. Okay, and then I times that by my height, which is 9 inches, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, times all those numbers together. So I would just take that, and then divide it by 6, but I don't care how you do it. I need a couple of people to make sure we get the right answer here, so punch those suckers up and tell me what you get.
I got 504.
504
Cubed.
inches cubed. Anybody else get 504 inches cubed?
Yes.
Yes? Alrighty. Okay. Does that make any sense? Yeah? Alrighty. So, one thing I do need to cover, and is when you're doing this with a triangle, okay? So, let's say I was going to do this with a triangle, and let's do this one. So we're going to go. Alright, so let's say here's my triangle, right? Now if you go back to this, and I want the volume, what would this be? Which one of these would this fall under? Would it be a prism, a cylinder, a pyramid, a cone, or a sphere? There's my shape. What would that fall under?
Prism.
It's a prism still, right? So my volume is still big B times H. Now, the reason this causes a little bit of problem is that whenever you have a prism like this, the B must be the triangle. Okay, so I've got to imagine this is actually standing up on its end. Does that make sense? See, I would envision this being stood up like this. So I got my triangle at the top and my triangle at the bottom, okay? So in this case, my big B is going to be the area of this triangle. So does anyone remember how to find the area of a triangle?
Base times height, or base times width over 2.
You were right the first time. It is 1/2 BH, right? So in this case, that is going to be 1/2. And in this case, because I'm looking at just this triangle, it's going to be 8 inches by what? Is it the 10 or is it the 6?
6.
It's the 6, right? So I'm going to go 1/2 my 8 inches times my 6 inches, and that's going to give me how many inches squared here?
24.
What?
24 inches squared.
So I'm going to get 24 inches squared, right? And remember, that is just my big B. So to find my volume, I'm going to take my 24 inches squared, then I'm going to times that by the height. And remember, I've stood this up on end, so my height of this prism is now what?
10.
Yeah, that's my 10 inches. I times that out, and I'm going to get 240. That's going to be inches what, though, now? Yeah, inches cubed now. And that would be what I get there. Okay? So anytime you see a triangle, you've got to envision that your base are the two identical triangles. Okay, you can't do it the other way. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Alrighty, now, last thing I want to do, and I'm actually just going to do this right here, is I want to do one of these compound figures back here. Okay? Now, what I was going to do is I want to do this one because I haven't covered a cone yet, but we do have the formula for a cone on our worksheet right here. 1/3 pi r squared h. So what I want to do is I want to talk you through, or maybe someone can talk us through, how they would go about doing this to make it the easiest way possible. Anybody got any ideas? Yeah, that's all you got to do. All this is just one more step to all the other problems we've done. So what I would do is I'm going to do the cone here. Now, a lot of students are going to send me an email and say, well, Mr. Denton, there's not enough information on this cone. Okay, because in order to find the volume of a cone, okay, so if I want to do the cone first, correct, my volume is going to be 1/3, right, pi r squared h. And what are they going to say is wrong with that picture?
It doesn't have a radius.
It doesn't have a radius, right? I've got to have a radius right here, or does it?
It does.
The diameter is 9 because it lines up with that side.
Exactly, and that's what you've got to be able to see. You've got to be able to see that this covers this whole rectangular prism down here, right? Well, if that's 9 meters, that is going to be 4.5 meters, right? So now when I go back up to the volume of my cone, I'm simply going to go 1/3 times pi, and again I'm going to use the what?
Pi button.
Pi button. And then I'm going to times that by 4.5 meters squared, making my squared on the outside, so I times both my number and my units. I'm going to times that by my height, which is 10 meters, right? So if I wanted to, I could just punch that into my calculator, making sure I square that 4.5, and what am I going to get? $212. Anybody else get 212?
Yeah.
Okay, she's close. What's wrong with that?
Meters cubed.
Yeah, it's got to be meters cubed, right? And I'm just going to hold on to that until I find the volume of the what? Yeah, because that's just this volume up here, right? Don't I still have to find the volume of this cube down here?
Yeah.
How do I find the volume of it?
Base times width times height.
Yeah, so, well, let's do, I would just do length times width. Is that, did you say length or base? Yeah,
Base, but length makes.
yeah, length times width times height, or the base times the height, you're right. And that would give me, 17 meters, right, times 9 meters, times 5 meters, which is going to give me what?
$765.
Say that again?
765
765, close.
meters cubed.
Meters cubed. Anybody else back that up?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I simply take my volume, then is going to be my 212 meters cubed added to my 765 meters cubed, and that's going to give me what? 977 meters cubed, just like that. Is that making any sense? Okay, that's about one of everything you're going to run into. Okay, any questions on this? You'd like any questions? Maybe look through that. I didn't do a sphere because it's really no different. I'm gonna do substitute one number in and do the math, right? Okay, now there is going to be a problem, and that is this, and that is that the first half of my discussion is going to be corrupt. So any of those students that were not on here are going to miss that first part of that discussion. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to think about it. But we do need to do a couple of things so I know we're all on the same page, okay? So, on Wednesday, 4/8, right? Okay, we all listening to this? So we will answer questions on 9.6 and do the review. Okay? Do the review. Okay, so let's see, so 9.5 will be due tonight at 11:59, right? Correct? Yeah. So then on Friday, oh, wait a minute, before we get that. Wednesday 4/8 at 11:59, 9.6 will be due, correct? Because we'll answer questions on that, right? Alrighty, so then on Friday, we're going to take the test. This is how it's going to work. So let's see how many we got. So we are at, 45 is not bad. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to do the same thing homework-wise. You're going to upload a pre-score. You're going to upload a post-score. Yada, 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 yada. I'm going to put the key to 9.5 up in about 20 minutes. On Friday, we'll do the same thing with the review. You'll send me a pre-score. I'll send you the key, right? And then we're going to take the test. Now, understand that I'm a realist, and I know that you're going to cheat. Okay? I mean, am I wrong? Nobody's going to tell me I'm wrong and that none of my kids are going to cheat? Crickets out there? Yeah, exactly, okay? So, I mean, it's pretty much, open notes, open whatever, because that's what's going to happen. And then, I am going to do the same thing. You're going to have to take a pre-score picture of your test, and then a post-score of your test. And I'll do the same thing we've done with all the assignments. I'll take a picture of the key, I'll put it online, you'll have to check it. I mean, this is what it is. That'll be the time I hope my students don't cheat, but I guess we'll see what happens. Alrighty? So, tonight at 11:59, your 9.5 is due. Which means that Tuesday at 11:59, your pre-score for 9.6 is due, right? No, because I haven't taken it. Yeah, that'll be due, right? I'm recording. What do you need?
I just have a few turns by it.
Okay, 1 second. I'm almost done. Yeah. Your pre-score will be due tomorrow night at 11:59 for 9.6. She should be able to do most of it. Then I'll answer questions, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, we'll review on Wednesday, take the test on Friday. Okay? Any questions? I would spread the word. Tell my friends we're taking a test in here on Friday, because there's some kids I have yet to see or hear from. I have 2 students that have turned 0 assignments in. It's like they've already started summer break. but it is what it is. Okay? We good? Okay, talk to you guys on Wednesday. Same time, 8 o'clock.